Hello, this is Kevin with Jefferson Real Estate, and here's your mid-February 2026 market reality check for the Fairplay, Alma, Jefferson, and Broader Park County area. I want to walk through what we are actually seeing in the market right now using real local data, not national headlines, not hype, and not guesswork. The short version is this: the market is active, but it is more selective than it was during the 2021 through 2023 cycle. Not stalled, not crashing, not overheated. Just more competitive and more precise. Let's start with the biggest shift we are seeing: showings. In January, listings averaged about 2.2 showings per property. That is down roughly just under 20% year over year and well below 2023 levels when listings were averaging over 3 to 4 showings each. This does not mean buyers disappeared. It means buyers are giving each listing less attention and comparing more options before making decisions. In simple terms, competition per buyer has increased. Now let's talk about sales activity, because this is where the headlines often get it wrong. From March through December of 2025, monthly sales ranged from about 25 to 55 closings, including 42 in December alone. That confirms something we consistently see in mountain and second home markets. Seasonality slows activity, but transactions still happen every single month. Serious buyers are still writing offers. They are just more patient, more analytical, and more selective than they were during the peak market years. Next, we need to talk about inventory, because this is one of the most important drivers of the 2026 market. Active listings have increased noticeably. In January of 2024, we had about 361 active listings. In 2025, that rose to 395. And now in 2026, we are sitting around 459 active listings. That is roughly a 20% increase year over year and more than double the inventory compared to the 2022 lows. Historically, inventory in Park County continues to rise through the spring and summer months. If that pattern holds, we should expect even more competition as the year progresses. Based on current supply levels, we are operating in roughly a 10 to 13 month inventory market. That leans toward a buyer-favored environment. So what does that actually mean for sellers? It means pricing precision matters more than ever. Presentation must be strong, and early positioning is critical. Being close on price is no longer enough in this market. Homes that are selling are consistently positioned in the top tier of value within their price range. When the market gives feedback, the correct response is to adjust strategically, not emotionally. The goal is not just to stay listed. The goal is to stay competitive. There is also an important local factor that many automated valuations and outside analysts miss. In Park County, properties rarely compare cleanly. Price per square foot alone does not tell the full story. Acreage, access, utilities, condition, terrain, and location quality all play a major role in real value. That is very different from suburban markets where homes are more uniform. Now let's talk about actual performance in the current environment. While overall activity is seasonally slower across the market, transactions are still happening, and production differences between firms are becoming more noticeable. So far this year, our office has closed 11 transactions. We currently have 14 properties under contract, with most scheduled to close within the next 25 days or less. For comparison, the current average production across the county is sitting around 2 closings so far this year. In a higher inventory market, that gap usually reflects one key factor: active buyer engagement and consistent exposure to qualified purchasers, not just listings sitting on the market waiting. Here's the key takeaway: homes are still selling, buyers are still active, but they are more selective, more patient, and have more options than they did just a few years ago. That means execution, pricing strategy, and market positioning matter more now than at any point since the peak market cycle. Homes are not selling simply because they are listed. They are selling when they are priced correctly, marketed effectively, and positioned competitively from day one. If you are a property owner in Park County and you are curious where your home, cabin, or land currently stands in today's market, I am always happy to provide a quick data-based update specific to your property type, acreage, and location. No automated estimates, just real local data and market insight. This is Kevin with Jefferson Real Estate. We will continue monitoring the market weekly and making strategic data-driven adjustments as the year unfolds. Talk to you in the next market update.